This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1009, How to Pay Off Debt and Be Debt-Free, Part 1, by Philip Taylor of ptmoney.com. And I'm Dan, I'm your host, and this is where I read to you from some of the very best blogs on personal finance, and I do that every single day, including weekends and holidays. And we actually have 5 shows with this same format, but covering different topics, so you can search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this to find all 5 of our narration-style podcasts. For now, let's get right to it as we continue optimizing your life. How to Pay Off Debt and Be Debt-Free, Part 1, by Philip Taylor of ptmoney.com. If you're wondering how to pay off debt and get your life back, you're not alone. According to a study by Northwestern Mutual, 1 in 10 Americans say they will be in debt for the rest of their lives. However, the reality is much worse. Data from credit bureau Experian shows that 73% of consumers had outstanding debt at the time of their death. While carrying debt may seem like a fact of adult life, it doesn't have to be that way. There are steps you can take to reduce your debt load and pay off your loans. Keep in mind that getting rid of your debt won't happen overnight. It took you years to get in debt, and it's going to take you some time to pay it all off. The most important part is to commit yourself to the process. Why you should limit your debt. Debt can feel like a weight around your shoulders that drags you down and affects every part of your life. It can limit your career opportunities and cause you to make certain decisions because you need money to keep paying your debt. When you pay off your debt, you're free to use your money however you choose. You have the option to take a job because you want to and not because you need it to pay your debt. There's no need to worry if you have enough money until the next payday or if you can make all of your payments on time. Don't let debt run your life. Commit to pay it off and get your life back. Strategies for how to pay off debt. Looking for strategies on how to pay off debt? We've got you covered. What approach you choose depends in part on how much debt you have and what type. Each strategy has its benefits and drawbacks, so choose the one that works best for you financially and psychologically. Debt snowball. The debt snowball, made popular by Dave Ramsey, requires that you order your debts from smallest to largest balance. It ignores the interest rate and instead focuses on the total amount of each debt. To start your debt snowball, you make minimum payments on all of your debts except for your smallest balance. Throw all extra money toward your smallest debt until it's completely paid off. If the debts have the same balance, start with the one with the highest interest. Once you've paid off your smallest balance, move to your next smallest balance. Put all extra money toward paying this debt off, including the payments you were making on the debt you just paid off. Make sure you're still making minimum payments on your other debts. This strategy focuses on paying your debt one balance at a time. Getting your smallest balance knocked out first gives you a quick win and a psychological boost to keep going. Debt avalanche. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, requires that you order your debt from highest to lowest interest rate. Similar to the debt snowball, you'll be paying off one balance at a time. However, the payments should be focused on the debt with the highest interest rate. Continue to make minimum payments on all other debt while throwing all extra money towards your highest interest debt. This means you'll pay less interest in the long term and you'll pay off your debt faster. Keep in mind that if your debt with the highest interest rate has a large balance, getting it knocked out may take a while. It's important to stay motivated and continue making extra payments as you work on reducing your debt load. Debt consolidation. Another way to pay off debt that you may want to consider is debt consolidation. This strategy rolls multiple old debts into a single new one at a hopefully lower interest rate. Doing this usually shortens the payoff period and makes payments more manageable. There are a few options for debt consolidation, so which one you choose depends on several factors. One way is to open a card with a 0% introductory offer and move all debt there. This requires that you stay on top of the terms of the offer and pay off the balance in full before the promotional period expires. You also need to make sure not to run up any new debt during the payoff process. Another option is to take out a personal loan that can help you consolidate all debt into one single monthly payment. Just make sure you review the terms of the personal loan to ensure they're favorable and will actually move your debt repayment strategy forward. Debt management plan. Do you have a mountain of credit card debt? A debt management plan can help you make progress. There are many nonprofit credit counseling agencies that can help you regain control of your debt. They'll work with you on a repayment plan and may be able to lower your interest rate. Having someone else help you through the debt payoff process can be a great motivation. How to pay off debt using a budget. The best way to stay on track with your debt repayment plan is to create a budget. While budgets get a bad reputation, they're really just a spending plan. They let you tell your money where to go rather than the other way around. You'll need to gather all of your transactions for the last 30 to 90 days. Comb through your statements and group your expenses by category. This will give you the basis for your first budget. Make sure you include expenses that you pay quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Some examples include auto insurance, home insurance, HOA dues, annual subscription services, and so on. Once you have a rough idea of your spending in each category, look for ways to cut back in certain areas. Use the extra cash to pay down your debt faster. There are many different ways to stay on top of your budget. What is the best way to pay off debt? Hear that in tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled How to Pay Off Debt and Be Debt-Free by Philip Taylor of PTMoney.com. And I'm going to finish up the rest for you tomorrow. That's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day and continue to have a great weekend if you're listening in real time. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Sunday show, where we will finish up this post and where your optimal life awaits.